Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by today. It is Tuesday the 1st of December. We're actually in December now, folks, can you believe that? It's around 11 AM in the morning and I am here opposite Coral Island, and this video is going to be another Bygone Days Memories of Blackpool video, and it's going to be about Coral Island. Now, most of us in Blackpool, of course, we know Coral Island. We've probably all been in there at some point, but when I was little, Coral Island didn't exist. The land here where Coral Island was pretty much empty, and there was a fairground on there with little rides and stuff, well, some bigger rides. My sister and I, we used to call it Luna Park. I'm not sure if that was the actual official name of the playground or if that was just the name we'd given it. But yeah, we used to call it Luna Park. And Luna Park had quite a few rides, but the two I really remember were, there was one of those big slides that kind of waves and curls on the way down, where you pay a small amount for 10 slides and the guy on the ticket booth would give you 10 tickets, and then you just gave a ticket in every time you wanted to slide until you had no tickets left, and you got a little sack to sit in and put your feet in and slide down, and that slide was great. I went on there once or twice with my sister. And the other ride I remember, it was, I'm not sure what you'd call them, one of those with carriages that just goes round and round and round. And it was probably a teenage or adult ride because we were never allowed to go on it. And I remember, strangely, there was a snowman figure in the middle wearing a kind of top hat. Because my sister and I, we used to call the ride the snowman's hat. And we'd always say to my mum, can we go on the snowman's hat? And she'd go, nope, you're too small, you can't go on it. So we never actually got to go on it. And in the winter, sometimes the rides would get taken down, so they just wouldn't be up there all winter when Luna Park was closed. And in the summer, they'd come back up again. And every year we'd look to see if the snowman's hat was coming back, wondering if this year we'd be big enough to go on it, and we'd look forward to the slide coming back up, and we'd wonder if there was going to be any new rides. And one particular winter, they started building something else, and it was a metal scaffolding, but it was actually the perimeter infrastructure of Coral Island, but we didn't know that then. It was the metal green for some reason. I remember it being green, and it was a scaffold that ran all the way around, and we thought, me and my sister, we thought they were building some kind of new roller coaster, and we were really excited. We were saying to my mum, oh, when that's ready, we've got to be able to go on that. You're not, you know, you're not allowed to say we're not big enough, we're not too small. And my mum would be saying, you're not going on that, it looks ridiculous, look how high it is, you'll kill yourselves. And we were so much looking forward to this, or what we thought was this new big green roller coaster being built, and then they started building up around it, and we were really confused because we were just little kids. And gradually we saw the building going up bit by bit by bit by bit, and we were trying to guess what it was, and then it became apparent that it was indeed going to be a full building. And then we found out, and I don't remember how we found out, my mum or dad probably read it in the Gazette or one of the papers, that it was going to be a new amusement arcade called Coral Island. So when Coral Island was first built, it was great to go inside, because by one of the entrances, and I'm not really sure which one, it was either the one on the end of Central Drive, Bank Hay Street, or it was the one on the front, the main one on the promenade. I'm not sure which one it was, but there was a slide and a little ball pond, what you could just use for free. It was just there for the kids to play on. This nice little sliding ball box. So I used to take my littlest brother and sister down there and we just play for ages on the slide. Then we would walk around the arcade and we would stick our fingers in the reject slots of all the little one-armed bandits, because they were all 2p machines, or we'd look in the 2p pushes, because if you could find 3 2p's you could get a little drink of fizzy pop out of the vending machine, because there was this little vending machine that sold drinks for 6p. And the best drink, or at least my favourite one, was the limeade. So we used to hunt around, and if we found 3 2p's we'd get a drink of limeade and just share it and sip it. But this one time I went down there with my older sister and we were looking around the 2p pushes to see if we could find any 2p's, and one of us, possibly me, I can't remember which one of us, hit on the bright idea that if we put a matchstick down the 2p push instead of a 2p coin, because we didn't have any, we might be able to win 6p and get a drink. And that's really naughty thing for kids to do, but I don't remember seeing it that way. So we found these matchsticks on the floor, because bizarrely you could smoke in Coral Island back then, and we shoved these matchsticks down the 2p push, and eventually we got 6p out and we got a drink. But instead of getting one and sharing it, we thought, oh, that was easy, so we put some more in and eventually got another 3 2p's to get another drink. And we were just about to be really greedy and try and get a third, because we were going to try the orangeade that time, and this attendant came up to us and he was furious. He was yelling and he was like, "You stupid naughty kids, I'm going to have to take the whole coin slot apart now to get those matchsticks out. You've jammed up my 2p push." And he started to say, like, "I'm going to get the manager, and then you can explain to the manager why you've spent the last half hour putting matchsticks down the 2p push." And he was really mad, and I started to cry because I was a soft sappy kid, and my sister was like trying her best not to cry, but she was a little bit tougher than me, so she was just stood there. And in the end, I think he took pity on us because he saw how we were both just two tiny little kids crying and on the verge of complete tears. And in the end he was like, "Get lost, go away, never let me see you doing that here again." So yeah, obviously we never did that again, because that was a really bad idea. But Coral Island, I've got a lot of nice memories from there. And there used to be a monorail. Is the monorail still there in Coral Island? Actually, I've not been in there for so long because I don't really go in arcades now, but I remember the monorail, and I also remember the ghost train. My little brother and sister really enjoyed the ghost train. And also a little bit later on and further down the line, I used to take my own daughter in there, and we used to spend pounds on the stupid claw machines trying to win Pokemon plushies. And sometimes you could win one relatively easily, and sometimes you would put pounds and pounds in before you would win one. And many times, because I was good at the claw machines, I knew where to put the claw, but many times it was really frustrating because the claw would clearly pick up the Pokemon you wanted, and then just before the win slot it would just simply let it go, like it was just cheating basically. But I don't really play arcade machines at all anymore. I used to enjoy them when I was a kid, but not so much an adult. But also the gaming machines like Space Invaders and Pac-Man. So anyway, I'm going to finish this little video now, and I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. please leave me a like and a comment, please subscribe, and I shall see you all very soon in the next video. Goodbye.